this little phrase for getting your pitches, and then it starts. From 8. Should it be? Yeah. No, no, that was bar. Okay, start bar 8, and I go here. So bar 8. There we go. 3, 4. Maybe I left a bit before, then I don't have to count.
Yeah.
So. Once more from the same place. greater whole tones. They are really greater ones that we don't slip into our common sense, because in Pachara it's easy to come in your normal system, because some critic who who knows about microtonality, who can sit in the concert say, you cheat us.
Yeah.
You sing in 12.
In 12 tone,
Because
yeah.
Pachara is possible also generate in 12. It has then a semitone semitone of number 1, and then what is this so it is composed from our normal semi and whole tones. And
It's a whole tone at the beginning of each pentachord and then semitones after
Yeah, yeah.
that.
yeah, and that might that. Of course, there are also different rotation because this is the rotation 3 2 2 2 2. It can also have the 3 in the middle. I think in my piece I have a 2 2 3 2, or you can have 2 2 3 2 3. Okay, you have five rotations in every, and theory I can imagine. I have never tried out that, but for what will affect me if you can construct a scale in every pentachord a different rotation. So, in
Right.
theory. So there's a lot of potential, I think quite little or unused. So now let's try to sing it a cappella. So so let's, what is the pitches is D, G and
We have no money to pay the organ players.
okay.
I love the way he starts this one very simple and normal, and then
Yeah,
it gets really
yeah.
weird,
Yeah.
and then it gets normal again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So is this D, G and F. Three, four. Sorry.
Those are dotted notes, I think.
Yeah.
You keep
Yeah.
go
You-
one
you
beat
want
longer.
to-
Go
And
on.
a big crescendo at the end.
Yeah, and a big crescendo. Yeah, we gotta work.
For these stepwise going down, we have to
I got totally lost.
We have to,
10 to 11 is complicated.
we have to
I
recognize
did it fine before, but I got it mixed up.
we have to recognize where is the
So we can't.
lesser Voltron stuff.
Right,
Just stay
that's,
with
you
pop.
see how the line goes all the way across, that's for the bottom voice. We just say.
Because we are getting most new
And there's-
tones, but
Yeah, it's
Dynamic.
yeah.
very unsure on this one.
It gets quiet then. drops
yeah,
way
yeah,
down
yeah,
to
yeah.
piano,
It-
then it comes
Your
back to
tones
mezzo.
collide with my with this major third
It's
and
hard.
It's not that crescendo at the end to forte.
Something like that. Maybe who has the first voice? I just for myself marked that we have the lesser whole-tone between B flat and A flat arrow up, and between the last two notes between E down and D. And all others are semitones. I think if you keep that in mind, then it will be easier. I remember last year. I think I was a bit failing with with this
Hans.
melody.
kas me võime võtta sealt kuskilt näiteks 14 takt ja peatuda taktis 15 esimesel löögil?
Ja ma saan aru, me peame siin nii kaua, kui meil veel aega on.
aga jah, maybe start from 14 and then stop in 15 first
Okay, let's
first zone, so
yeah.
Okay, also from a performance standpoint, notice that the dynamic in 14 is mezzo piano.
Yeah,
You
of
guys
course.
are on, the first voice is on the highest note,
Yeah, yeah, so
and
for
but it
that.
gets quiet there, a little
Yeah,
bit
we have
quiet.
to.
Yeah, I don't mind at the moment the
Right, I know.
dynamic
I'm
switch.
just
I
pointing
have
it
seen
out.
that too.
Yes.
Thank you for mentioning. We easily will forget that mastering all these pitches here. Okay, three chords. The
stop in 15. Stop in 15.
So it's stopping.
Yeah.
So 2 measures at the end of
where we stop, Andrus?
Are we stopping
No,
at the
no,
end of
no,
15
no.
or just at the
Only
beginning?
stop in
First
15 for to fix this E down minor.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna sing right to that.
Sa tahad aeglaselt teha terve.
ei, mitte aeglaselt, võtame õiges tempos, aga peatu taktis 15 esimesel akordil, lihtsalt muud mitte midagi.
Because you get
Et meil oleks see paigas.
Okay,
Yeah, I think.
measure 14
I had a
and
question too. Do any of you know, is Juhani still using the natural sign with the arrow down, or did he switch to just plain arrow down? Does anybody know?
Sometimes he did just arrow down, but normally.
what is the
I
question?
think it's just because this is older, maybe that's why it has the natural sign on it, but I think he switched to just plain arrow down by
Yeah.
now.
That makes sense.
In some other pieces, yes, but here.
The visual.
The visual
Appearance.
notation, yeah.
Yeah, it is the issue that that for instance in Finale you cannot do it
Yeah,
in the
I'm-
older version of Finale
I have
Because-
mark.
because
Oh,
this
okay, I see.
because in Finale it's not possible to host Bravura font. Bravura font has all this what is coming with Dorico. But Bravura font is much larger than the older format fonts, so you don't see most of the fonts,
Yeah.
and that's the reason.
What does Finale use? Sonata? Is that the one? that-
Finale uses, of course, Maestro and Petrucci and some others, but Bravura has, I think, a new format that the whole Bravura container is as large as maybe 8 normal font containers. You have really a huge bucket. Maybe you have some thousands of accidental marks, but in this older font buckets, it's limited the number and.
By the way, MuseScore does a great job to
Yeah, that's what I use.
things. I'm very frustrated to work with Sibelius
Yeah.
with microtonal accidentals because you need to put manually everything and it moves around as if you move something. And in Dorico it's just you can upload any
I recommend if somebody has time for learning. So it's just my problem is I have to find time for learn a new software because all this other functionality what we have of a musical notation software is quite complex. So and I have also to because in Dorico everything is different. It's very different. So making staves, so how to type in the notes is so different and for to be quick, so you need to have learn it.
That's why I'm still mostly using Sibelius because I know
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
the tricks how to tweak it to
Yeah.
to my pleasure.
I was like
Oh.
that in MuseScore, but now they just
Oh.
switched from 3 to 4,
Yeah.
and it's for me it's harder to use
Really?
now. Yeah, they made improvements, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah,
But they've
some-
changed some things that make it
Okay.
harder to do
Mhm.
microtonal stuff.
Mm.
Just one thing.
For
it's
this
one thing. It's an
22
extra button.
Ido, this I have very old Finale 2002 actually.
Yeah.
And it works absolutely well.
Mhm.
Yeah, because this
No, no problems.
alternate
Yeah.
tone system thinks what is a rudimentary microtonal intended
Mm.
work, so it works, but for some reason it is not transposing right way. You
Was-
can transpose an octave if you do it diatonically, and sometimes
I think it is more possible to transpose through some.
no, it
I
makes
understand the problem.
mistakes. It makes
it-
mistakes, and
no,
I
maybe.
don't have understand why.
I think all the software does that. If you transpose, it's going to transpose according to 12 EDO.
Mm.
It always does that,
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what happened with my soft Latin.
Yeah.
As soon as as soon as I specified that one part was for alto flute, it automatically transposed it, which is what the alto flute player needs, but it put a flat in the key signature, and I didn't want that.
Yeah, and I think only Dorico has solved these problems, because you can
Yeah.
define arbitrary tone systems, and he makes it properly, and he also generates the proper pitch band values, so can play it back immediately.
Dorico was created by people who used to be Sibelius
Yeah, yeah.
developers. They broke off of Sibelius
Yeah,
to be able to do microtonal stuff better.
yeah.
So it's
I think there is.
supposed to be really good.
Is it related to this? I think he should be violin player Thomas Nicholson.
What's with him?
Thomas Nicholson is related to Dorico, isn't it?
Well, I know he uses it, but I don't know.
Oh,
if
and then what
there is
but I think there should work some people they have dive into this microtonal problematic, because it's all very well done and very different. You can make all GI notation like Johnston, Hedgie, and everything is possible. So
but not Hume yet.
yeah.
They haven't.
And
Nobody's
we-
implemented Hume as a notation yet.
Then have you talked to them?
I'm talking to the MuseScore people about it.
Mm.
I'm trying to get them to implement
Yeah.
it. Dorico. I have no experience with Dorico because it's expensive. It's
It is
it's
expensive.
about $500.
Yeah.
But there is a
500 euros,
free.
You can do a
version.
trial. You can do a
Is that-
trial. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a 30-day trial.
I had
MuseScore is
I had
totally
a
free.
trial dongle for a longer time, but I think I lost it, and it was some shop provides me, but I think it is expensive, but I think it's the money worth.
I think MuseScore is the way to go because it's
Mm.
free and it's open source and people are creating microtonal plugins for it.
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot
Mm.
easier to work with.
So-
yeah.
So I think in microtonal worlds
That's a
and
good
Dorico and
Right.
MuseScore
No,
they
that's great,
compete,
yeah.
and
I was very surprised when I started just to use MuseScore for some hedgy stuff, and I was like, wow, it's not bad as it
Yeah,
used to
no,
be,
it's
because
great.
it used to be
And
quite.
it has the full sagittal.
Mm.
It has all the sagittal symbols. So if you want to work in sagittal, it's all there. Whatever version of sagittal you want to use, it's all there.
okay, let's see. But Andros supposed to
Anyway, yeah, sorry
sing
I brought
slowly
that up. It's a digression.
bar 14 and hold the first note of bar 15. Okay, so this is. Oh, sorry, this is too loud.
You know what though, Hans? The problem I'm having is going from 10 to 11.
From
Going from the B and 10 to the C sharp down,
We can
the
do
B
that.
down to the C
we
sharp.
do
can
that
do that
at next.
next time.
Okay, but
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Metronome.
I'm totally wrong.
Yeah.
The way
second half is enough.
sealt on raske häälestada, vaata neil on vaja kätte saada teatud noote.
No,
võtame 14
pool takt on ka piisav selleks.
raske häälestada, raske.
Okay, whole bar.
1, 3, 4.
Okay, I play only the lower voices, and you play. Okay, let me have this. 3, 4. And once again.
Perfect.
3, 4. Yeah, now the chord is very good, but melody. Please keep in mind that B flat and A B flat and A flat arrow up is a larger step than the all. Otherwise.
Yeah, it sounded like it. That's what I was thinking.
A flat up, yeah, it's a little too high.
So, okay, just for that, for the melody, again. 3, 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very high this G, yeah.
So now we see, of course, we might have problems to jump from bar 10 to 11. I remember that from last year.
Maybe in the same way that they stop in
Okay,
first,
Just stop on the first note of
fourth
11.
11.
Let's figure out what the problem is. We have here the fourth, and then we have
Well, I can tell you what the problem is.
Follow
Can
The
we-
problem is that the bottom voice is doing B down and the top voice is doing C sharp down, and then in the next measure they switch. The
Yeah.
bottom voice is C sharp
Yeah.
down and the top voice is B down.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
this is the same false relationships maybe that.
From a
So-
weird ninth to a
But
weird
of course,
seventh.
it is. I think it is. We have a. We have a. What is this? We have a septima minor third in the bass voice. And then from what is this? E down. What's that? No. No, sorry, I'm lying.
Where are you talking about now?
Sorry, from 10 to 11. It's this. Yeah, oh, it is. And then we have.
Right. Sounds easy on the keyboard, but singing it is tough.
So this is okay. We have a greater wall-tone in the bass, in the third voice. And then we have a septima major third step in the middle voice. Maybe let's do just this two chords, and then count to 4.